Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Battle Brothers. So, we're here at Kallenberg, having just... I can't remember what our last contract was. I think we... escorted a caravan? Oh, that's right. We killed a bunch of skellies. Got revenge on them. Oh, and Bertel has healed from his wounds, which means we can actually bring him back into line. Now, we need to fiddle around with our setup, because currently all of our damage is coming from, like, a few people, and we need more people to do damage. So, who have we got who is good at fighting in our front line? 50, 50, 52, 54. Okay, so we're going to turn Hugo into a one-handed fighter. I'm going to give him this Gambison, which he can patch up when we get some more tools. We're going to give him one of these Falks that we got from our handy-dandy Skelly Bros. And a Buckler. And I guess everyone else will be Spear and Shield for now. And I'm going to give Carl an Ancient Spear, because Carl is a badass, and I like him. Now, I'm going to reorder this slightly so that we can have, there we go, alternating spears and one-handed fighters. There, that should help our damage output a little bit. Hugo is also probably going to want a hand axe here, rather than a knife, just for dealing with armored targets. Yeah. For dealing with armored targets and shields. If we could get him, like, a military pick, that would be fantastic, but those are pretty rare. We really honestly lucked out with all of Torhelm's equipment, basically. Now, we need tools pretty badly, because a lot of our gear is scratched up. We can't buy them right now, though, because it's nighttime. So I guess we're just going to wait here for the night and buy them in the morning. There we go. So, Marketplace, what will you guys... Ooh, they will give me tools for a pretty damn good price. I like that. They also sell copper ingots. If we sell these knives... Oh, we can sell the leather wraps as well. I guess we'll hang on to the rest of the stuff for now, because we need it to equip new people once we hire them. We should also give those helmets out to our Spear and Shield fighters. Carl doesn't need one, because Carl's amazing. But, Bertel and... Is there any difference between these two helmets, or are they just, let's see, 45, 95... sorry, 95, 95, 95. No, they're all the same. Okay. Yeah. Those helmets will help keep them alive longer. Now, we have a couple options here. We could buy a copper ingot. We would have enough money after doing so to pay one day's wages, and hopefully we can get to a town nearby that'll buy them from us, which should give us a little bit of extra money. Or we could just buy more stuff while we're here, because they're giving us good prices for things. Do we need medical supplies? No. We need the tools, which we've got. We could use more provisions. You know what? I'm going to go for the copper ingots. No, we can't afford the salt. That would be all of our money. Okay, we're going to buy the copper ingots, and we are going to head to a nearby town to try and sell those, and also look for work. So, where are we likely to find those two things? Camfesta, probably. It's a huge town. Do they have a copper thing? Great sturdy armor, ore smelter. They will probably, I hope, buy copper ingots for a decent price, but I'm not entirely sure. Well, if they don't, we can always, you know, travel on. There's a few other large-ish towns around, right? No? Camfesta is the big town in the area? Oh well. We'll take our chances. And the answer is... yes. You can get 70 crowns for that. And I will take that. Can we get anything good here for decent price? Well, we need more food. Which I guess we'll just get some ground grain still. And we actually have equipment to hire a new guy if we can find one worth hiring. Adventurous Noble. A Gravedigger for 100. Yeah, I'll hire a Gravedigger. And you're 6 crowns per day. Oh, that'll leave us exactly not enough money. We will be like 1 crown short of being able to pay everyone's wages tomorrow if we hire him. It's probably worth it, I'm gonna say. Because we need the numbers. We're falling so far behind on how many men we actually have. Now, you are gonna get one of these thick tunics, and what are you good at? You have really good melee skill, actually. Wow. Oh, minus 10 hit points. Well, that's unfortunate. You might actually make a pretty decent backline fighter once we get some more reach weapons. For now, with that melee skill, and actually having not, you know, 5 melee defense to start isn't too bad. Oh, I guess maybe that's just the default. Oh no. Yeah, no, 5 melee defense to start isn't too bad. I'm gonna make you a one-handed fighter. Here you go. You get a buckler and a fancy old sword. And with that taken care of, let us... Well, first off, I'm gonna sell, like, a dagger or something just to get us... Oh, wait, I can sell this guy's hood that we got. Here we go. Now we have enough money to pay everyone tomorrow. And we still have enough tools. That worked out perfectly. So, we need work. Well, could go to Seedorf? We could go, like, Seedorf, Tentling, and Markwall, and then down to, like... Actually, if we can end up at Fulberg or Campwaiter with a decent amount of money, we can actually just take a boat over to Grafenhaven, which I think will be a little bit faster than walking there. And then we might be able to get our renown thing done. So let's actually go to Wadehoff first. Yeah, Wadehoff, Seedorf, Tentling, and Markwall. We'll just kind of zigzag down the coast here. Aha! 2 skull contract. Egil the Counselor welcomes you and walks you towards Wadehoff Square. There's a party of peasants milling about, but when they see you coming, they shape up and start talking, as though they've been expecting you all along. They mostly talk in descriptors. Tall as any man. Armor like you'd never seen before. Spears as sharp as a peddler's tongue. You hold your hand up and ask what it is they're talking about. Egil the Counselor laughs. The men here say they saw some oddities out in a spot by the name of Guardian's Keep Ruins, just southeast of here. Naturally, they weren't out there for no reason. They were looking for something by the name of Staff of Foresight, a relic dear to the town, for through it we pray for food and shelter. One of the peasants speaks up. And we was looking for it at his behest. Egil the Counselor nods. Of course, and where they failed, perhaps you can succeed. Get this relic for me and you'll be paid quite well for your services. Pay no mind to their fairy tales, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Sure, what are you paying me? He opens the palm of his hand. I'm tight on crowns, so before you ask, this is all I have right now. You receive 140 crowns in advance, another 580 when the job is done. Are you sure you're tight on crowns? 150 crowns in advance, another 600 when the job is done. Fantastic. I will take that. And, let's see. Okay, so we've got 2 days of wages, which is good. We need ammunition, which we can get for a decent price. Yeah, we will have 1 day of wages left after we buy ammo. So, that will do, I guess. And now at least we can restock all of our various ranged weapons that are sitting around the place. Who has ranged weapons? It's just Torhelm and our backline Gebhardt, yeah. We really need some more throwing weapons. We'll have to see if we can get those at some point. For now, we just need to, you know, rebuild the company. So let's go deal with probably skeletons. Finding and bagging the Staff of Foresight was easier than expected. Finding a group of undead men top-heavy with rustic armor and wielding spears in a tighter military formation than even the highest-paid army in the realm? Not so expected. To arms. Many ancient auxiliaries. Okay. Hopefully we're not, you know, massively outnumbered. That would be unfortunate. We are slightly outnumbered, and these guys have a lot of shields going for them. Well, again, if I've understood this correctly, we can back out of this fight without too much trouble. Since we do theoretically already have the item we're looking for. I don't know, we've got a turn before we actually need to start retreating, so let's see. That's not a great start, honestly. Single character can only read other ones per round. Fleeing allies within 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so our rally will cover our entire line here, which is good. Although, honestly, we might want to just reshape ourselves a little bit here so that we can get... I really should have put Winrick down on the right flank, because that way he could have just stepped back 1 and been in line. But now we've got, like... Yeah, we'd have to position people really weirdly. I mean, this isn't a lost cause by any means, but I really don't want to, you know... Like, we don't really have a way to deal with all these shields, is my biggest concern. Yeah, I think we're probably just gonna back out of this and hope for the best. I mean, if we retreat from the fight, and it turns out we don't have the item, we can come back and try again. Like, with no trouble, because we'll just be right there anyways. But if we retreat from the fight and we do have the item, we can just go get paid. So we're just gonna leave, because I think that's the best plan right now. Everybody run away, except Gebhardt, because he stopped to shoot at a skeleton. And he missed. Come on, Gebhardt. You have one job. Well, two jobs, I guess, because last time we were fighting skeletons, he was laying into them with a short sword, but you know what I mean. I'm actually kind of interested to see if this really does work, because if we can actually just avoid the fights with the skeletons, who have so consistently caused me so much trouble, I'm gonna be pretty happy. Well, that's not saying that the last time we fought skeletons didn't exactly work out for us. I mean, we got a bunch of pretty decent gear from beating them. We really need two-handed axes again. I don't know why they're so rare. Maybe if we go to, like, if we find a, like, woodcutting village, we might be able to find two-handed axes there. Because they are woodcutter's axes, right? I mean, they're not, like, military weapons that we're using. Come on, Gebhardt. Let's get out of here. Yeah, okay, so... Another minor concern was that this was, like, a battle we had to fight. We had to either fight or, like, actually do the full retreat from. But that doesn't seem to be the case, so we are all good. And there's not actually any chance of the skeletons catching us because they are way slower than we are. So we're not really at any risk here. I wonder if there are any skeletons with ranged weapons ever. I don't think I've ever seen any. We've seen the ancient legionnaires with the, like, big shields and the actual proper armor. They probably don't have ranged weapons, really. Yeah, I don't feel like ranged weapons would fit into the way they kind of do things. I like their little, like, tartan cloaks that they wear, though. They're pretty cool. And I would love to get my hand on one of those ancient swords they use, because those are actually, even though they're broken, they're pretty good from what I remember. Come on, Gebhardt. We got to go. I guess this is probably going to negatively affect our morale. But that's okay, because once we go back and theoretically get paid, everything should be fine. Ah, just barely can't make it. The one skeleton that doesn't have, like, a shield or any armor is just at the front. See, that guy I'm not worried about. The biggest problem with the skeletons is the shields, honestly. Like, the rest of their kit I'm not particularly concerned about. Ancient spears are kind of dangerous, and, like, those ancient swords do a decent chunk of damage, but we can actually pretty easily put the skeletons down without that much trouble, as long as they don't have shields, because we just don't have a weapon to deal with shields right now. Like, the only thing we can do is have everyone get out hand axes and start, like, chipping away at them, which takes ages. And is just not going to work while we're outnumbered. Come on, Gebby. Time to go. Oh, you're fine where you are. Winrick is probably not getting a great first impression of the company, since we, like, hired him just now. And our first battle is just us leaving. But again, he'll probably be fine once we get paid. Carl will be fine forever, because Carl is amazing. I like Carl. He's a good dude. Really good with that spear. So many skeletons. Why is Sigmar's initiative so terrible? Huh. Why is he, like, going after all the skeletons? That's weird. I guess it's probably got something to do with the hat. Anyways, goodbye, skellies. Please tell me we still have the item. That is all that I want from this. Is that we can go back and get paid. Yes! Perfect. You find Egil the counselor mucking about in a pig pen. He's kicking the fat sows around, though they seem more focused on the feed than the leather toe tapping on their arse. You loudly clear your throat. Egil the counselor wheels around and his eyes immediately go wide at the sight of the relic. He jumps over a pig and takes the staff of foresight. He shouts to the townsfolk, who gather around and pray to the gods for their mercy. Not a one thanks you, naturally. You have to remind Egil the counselor of the crowns he owes you. It's paid and you make your leave as fast as you can. And they're in good spirits. This town has, like, nothing in it, though. Well, we don't need to repair anything. Or use any medical supplies. We could use some more provisions, though. And we could pick up some lumber and try... Why am I carrying this around? We could pick up some lumber and try to sell it. Get some more ground grains. Oh, we actually have 2 days of provision. Woodcutter's axe. It's so expensive, but I want it. I'm gonna buy it. Okay, we still got 2 days of provisions. Or 2 days of crowns. We're fine. Now, who gets the woodcutter's axe? Hugo or Torhelm? Probably Hugo, honestly. He is the one who's... Hugo has, like, no skills trained. Yeah, so we can train him up a bit better. Because Torhelm we're already kind of setting up to be a... kind of sword and board fighter. Speaking of, you should actually have your sword out with your board. But Hugo... You also get a nice hat now. Congratulations. We're gonna need to get Hugo some better... Actually, we can give Hugo Carl's armor, I guess. Because Hugo just doesn't have any melee defense now, unfortunately. There we go. Should probably actually give him Carl's hat, too. Sorry, Carl. There you go. Carl's gonna have to make do with lesser equipment for now. Oh, and that means we now have a hand axe to give to Winrick, who is gonna go down here as well, so that he's correctly positioned. And let's go to the next town, I suppose. Just make sure we're not... Okay, good. We have exactly enough tools. Onwards to Seedorf. A woman jumps out of the tree line beside the path. Oh, thank the gods, my prayers have been answered. Please come quick, my grandpap has fallen down the well. She turns and hurries away as though you've already agreed to help her. Torhelm glances at you and shrugs. Gebhard the Slow, you're strong, give her a hand. I guess we can help her. You decide it's worth your time and go take a look. The old man was doing repairs on the wellhead. A wooden framework meant to cover its opening when it broke apart and sent him plunging down. Staring into the well, you find the man staring back up. He gives a wave. Oi there, fellas. I'm in a bit of a pickle. Actually, I'm being pickled now that I think about it. Right. Torhelm throws down a rope and the old man ties it around himself. You and the sellsword pull the woman's grandfather back up and back onto dry land. He shakes your hand and thanks you cordially, and then gives an incredibly long speech while Torhelm goes and has sex with his daughter. Ooh. 1 skull contract. Is there anything worth buying here is the important question. Not particularly. Yeah, no, we don't need any of this stuff, really. Alright, let's check out the contract, although we're probably not going to get it done today. Eberich the counselor pours himself a drink and stares at the cup, and pours himself some more. He seems to drain it in one gulp before belching his news. Brigands killed Raymar and his whole family. Can you believe that? I know you don't know who they are, but they were a well-liked family in these parts. I'm sure you can already imagine what I want these brigands done with. I spent half my men just finding their camp, and I'm ready to spend some of my crowns for you to go kill them. Are you interested? How much are you willing to pay me? Yes, good. I was thinking about payment for your task earlier. You received 400 crowns when the contract is done. Can I get more? 420? Sure, I'll take that. And we will go take care of that. But, unfortunately, I am all out of time for today. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.